Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Pink Girl Teaches. Joy is my name, also. And welcome back. If it's your first time, I'm so glad that you chose to press play and be here with me. And everybody who is coming back, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for your continued support of this channel, as well as the community support. It's amazing and it's awesome to see you interact with each other and help each other figure things out and inspire, uplift, and encourage one another. It's so good to see it and continue to do the work because we're fighting a lot of wickedness when it comes to these narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. And we have to band together so that we can defeat this evil. And guess what? We can and we will. We are doing it. So, for today, I want to talk about when you have a toxic co parent. When I started thinking and putting this video together, I really just wanted to do one on toxic baby mamas. But here's the thing, baby daddies are like that too. And I really don't like the term baby mama, baby daddy, but like sometimes you have a toxic co-parent. And if that's your if that's your case, if that's your situation, what do you do? What do you expect? Is this normal? Like, listen, first of all, never forget when it comes to the narcissist, it is forever and ever going to be about power and control. They want complete dominance over you. So when you leave the relationship, now it doesn't matter who discarded who, how the relationship ended, none of that matters. The simple fact that remains is that they lost that control over you. And so, how else will they be able to regain that control and stay on top of you? How else will they be able to derive the narcissistic supply from you except through your children? Except through the connection that they have with you to your children. Sometimes the children are the only thing that is left. All emotions are gone, nothing is left, and it's just the children. And so they will use, like, listen, this is the scum of the earth that we are talking about. These are the sons and daughters of Satan, because that's what this is. Let's not sugarcoat nothing. We are fighting total wickedness in high places. This is demonic. It's a spiritual battle. Let's call it for what it is. No more sugarcoating anything. It's wickedness, and they're going to use their own children to try to defeat you. Because never get it twisted, the narcissist wants to destroy you. That is their goal. They want to totally demolish you. I got tongue tied right quick. So they'll do things like show up at your job with the kids and say, listen, I have nobody to watch the kids and I need to go, and just leave the kids there with you. And now what are you supposed to do at work with the kids? Happened to me. Insane. Luckily for me, in that instance, my supervisor took the kids and she was like, don't even worry about it, because she could see and she knew what I was dealing with before I was awake to it. But they will do things like even show up at your job and bring all the personal stuff, air all the dirty laundry, and just do whatever they can to get you fired. That's what they do. It's all about gaining control over you, and they will be happy. I mean, they are living to see you suffer. And so any way necessary, there's no level that they're not willing to sink to, right? So they'll talk badly about you to the kids. That's something that you can definitely take for granted. I mean, take as a certain. They will talk poorly about you to the children. They will begin to try to formulate the way that you look at or the way that the children view you. They are going to want to influence that, and so they will speak anything and everything lies. The very things that they did to you, the very things that they are guilty of, they will tell the children that it was you who did it. They will blame you for everything that went wrong, for every disappointment that the children experienced, for for not being able to have a certain lifestyle, for lacking in certain areas. It is all your fault. Oh, your mom left us for this man. Your dad cheated on me with this woman, and now look at what we have to deal with. I'm heartbroken. They're not beneath the crocodile tears for the children, and just talking about how difficult life is, and make the children even feel guilty for the parent having to allegedly work and sacrifice and put themselves out there on behalf of the children. No, they're they're disgusting. Another thing is that they will tell you, like, listen, they may put on this face like of concern, shallow concern about the kids, and say, when you have the children, please don't introduce them to any new person until a certain amount of time has passed in that relationship, or you are sure that that person is a forever person. They'll tell you that, but guess what they're doing? Having your kids around everybody and anybody, like bringing different men in and out of the house, taking your children to different women's house and telling them that this is stepmommy, stepdaddy, and entertaining the children like that, and just confusing the children. So what they tell you not to do, that's exactly what they are doing. And then even when it comes to the children, they will pop up at any time to drop off the kids and say, I have an emergency, I've got to go, you need to watch these children. And you are looking like, this is not my weekend, or I have stuff to do, I have to go to work, I have something pressing on me now, I can't. And they'll gaslight you, make you feel guilty, make you feel bad. They'll now begin to talk about you in a very degrading manner in front of the children. And it was all something that they planned. This is why they are so diabolical. They will actually plot and scheme to do these things, and never mind what the children will experience, never mind how it affects them, never mind how this can really traumatize them. They don't care about any of that. So lo and behold, life happens, right? You move on and you get a new person. And now they have to see you move on, and that's difficult. We know that the narcissist always looks at their past victims, at the old supply, as an extension to the narcissist. So now, for whatever reason, even if they truly don't want you, or they'll just now begin to try to ruin that relationship, just so that they can have, just so that they can destroy you, so that they can say, you know what, I'm gonna fix him, who does he think he is, to move on. And then begin to talk about your new partner again. It could be you could be a man, and it's your your child's parent, your child's co or your co-parent doing that, or you could be a woman and your co-partner or your co-parent, sorry, is the one doing these things. Like, there are no limits. It happens both ways, male and female. They both do these things. So don't ever, think that one sex is above it. No, both do this. And this is all just to destroy you. How dare you think that you can move on and have happiness outside of me? I am your God. Let's not forget it. They do believe that that there are gods, and that we are all going to be happy to be in this cult. No, 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 no. You don't have to believe that, and you don't have to accept it. And another thing that they like to do is they will try to always involve child services. Oh, my child complained about this, bringing up old bruises, old scars from like the park, when the child wasn't even in your care. They're lying that, oh, my kid said that his or her new boyfriend touched her privates. This is not above them. They will sink this low and even groom the child to say these things. So you have got to be very careful, know who you are dealing with, and have a plan. Like, when you start to see these things happen, especially when they're trying to involve the laws, because they will be very quick to call the police over for nothing and say, my child called me, she's at her dad's house, and he says that his or she says, or my kid says that the new girlfriend is beating my kid up, send the police there. Or they'll do wellness checks. Like, listen, this is stuff that I've witnessed, I've seen other people go through this. It happens. And they'll set these traps in order to take away, or to be able to terminate your parental rights, to limit the time that you spend with your child, as a tactic to hurt you. But let's not forget who they're truly hurting at the end of the day, because you have the mindset to know what's happening, but does the child? How does this affect the child in the long run? What kind of emotional and psychological abuse do they now have to process? And how will it show up in their future relationships? How will it show up in the way that they look at themselves? How does it show up in what they believe they are worthy of? They chase you down in the court system for more child support or just more money. It's never enough. The goal is to suck you dry. And so, you know, it's crazy how the narcissist has no limit, and how low they will sink. And there is no level that is low. Once they do one thing and you think, dang, can they really do anything worse? And here their raggedy behinds pop up on a whole nother level of disgusting, of just insane. So that's really something that I wanted to talk about. I'm watching it happen to one of my friends, and it's just crazy. One CPS call after another, one police report after another, until she's like, enough. You know, if your partner, your ex-partner, your the ex-narc is your partner, then be very firm with your boundaries. Limit the information that they know about where you are and what's going on in your household, as well as make sure that you do some research legally to find out what how you can protect yourself, and also how you can protect your children, because that's really who ultimately pays the highest price when they are being raised by a narcissist, sociopath, psychopath. Like, they have no limit, and they know no limit. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. Share your comments with me, and or share your thoughts in the comments, and let me know, have you experienced this, and how did you manage this situation, or were you somebody who was raised in this situation? So until next time, guys, thank you so much for coming and for your continued support. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.